Hello! How's everybody doing this fine Tuesday? Hope your week is going pretty well so far, and you've, at this point, just to date the time, you got all your Christmas shopping taken care of, because I know last-minute stuff is a pain in the rear. Luckily, mine's all taken care of, but anyways, you guys ready for the next round of Alan Wake 2? We are going to be switching back over to Saga and tackling the nursing home section. You're still sick? Oh, that sucks, Flarouge. Hopefully it all knocks out quick for you. You feel better soon. Hey there, Amber. Hey there, Movie TV. What's up, Roden? Howdy, howdy. So, tomorrow is my last day of work for the rest of the year, so every other free day is going to be writing up a bunch of new content and recording some stuff for you guys on the video essay side of things. And hopefully we'll be able to finish this off. So, as soon as we're done with this game, I wanted to get everyone's input, because I intended to go into God of War Valhalla, but due to the recent news of, regarding James McCaffrey, I think I want to go through the first two Max Payne games. Because I've never played them live, or on the channel whatsoever. But for right now, before we get this moving forward, I do want to just have a little moment of silence. So anyone who's unaware, the voice actor for Max Payne, Alex Casey, Director Trench, and the original Tom Zane, James McCaffrey, did pass away earlier this week. So I just wanted to have a little moment. Yeah, I'm with you, Rob, and I think I want to go through the Max Payne games. Just as a... Even though it doesn't really mean much, it's just a little tribute as much as I can do. But alright, we're going to go ahead and get going. And, the rest of the game is going to be rough, is all I'm going to say. Alright, let's switch back over to the other reality. No, Cool Bond. It's legitimate. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Yeah, let's put a lot of our heals over here. Because we do not need this much. No, we're not going to go to the tower yet, mostly because the tower sections and the theater section are kind of on the shorter end. I'm confident we can get all of it taken care of in one run. It's just to save time. Okay, you, I don't want you in here right now. But I do need to grab one of you and check you on real quick. I think we're good. Yeah, it's... I don't know what they're going to do. You two, person. You're literally just named as person.
Feels like I've suddenly gone
I don't know what they're gonna do for the Max Payne remakes now in terms of voicing.
What happened to
I mean, I would be perfectly okay if they just tried to take the original dialogue, the original voices, and just made the facial captures after that, and just kept all the original dialogue for him. If they can pull that off, cool, but I don't think they're going to go that way.
Alan Wake.
There he is.
My name comes up, your books come up, you come up. I've read them. There are echoes of my life in there that makes me feel like someone's been watching me. What happened to Alan Wake? The unanswered mystery. Never expected to find you alive.
Ah, my head's killing me.
I think you like using people, Wake. Taking their lives and twisting them into your stories. And when someone gets hurt, it's kick-ass material for the next one. Shit! Spilled my coffee.
Take it you're not a fan then, Agent Casey.
This is not your playground, and I'm not your fucking creation.
It doesn't work that way. You can't make something out of nothing, even in the dark place where the rules hardly apply. It's very complicated to make fiction come true. I saw visions of what's happening, what will happen. Dreams. I tried to use them in my writing. I understand how dangerous it is now. Even with a paralyzing amount of planning. I think I stopped writing. I think I gave up. But there's a manuscript. Maybe I forgot not to write. The dark place makes you forget. I just want to fix this. Find a version of the story that fixes everything.
Shut up! Get down! FBI!
We want the writer! No one else needs to get hurt!
Fuck off!
Hey, what are you doing? Scratch! It's close!
Stay down!
Wait, I need a gun!
No chance. FBI!
Tracy! Look out! It's coming! It's here! What the fuck?
That's not pretty.
Hold it! Freeze!
I had escaped the dark place. So had the dark presence. Scratch. He was here, in Bright Falls. I could feel him as a growing pressure in my head. Stronger by the minute. Why didn't he kill me with the rest? What did he want?
That's because he basically burst out of
Get out
you
of here.
briefly. You murdered everybody, and then it receded back into your unconscious. But he doesn't know that because he just blacked out and presumed something else outside of himself did all this.
I needed to find Casey. We were on the same side in this fight. Strength in numbers.
I mean, I have an idea with
I need
how
to protect myself.
I would like them to handle the remakes now, in light of recent events.
A gun and a flashlight. How nostalgic.
But we'll talk about that more when we get to the end of the game and I get onto my Max Payne theory.
That's Casey. He was still alive.
Shite. Oh, I am dead. I am going to die in this whole section. Because there's literally no way for me to freaking beat these guys. There's literally no way because they do not give you enough ammo for this, and they don't give you enough batteries for this. I'm gonna get my first death right here. Shit, and I got stuck. Yeah, I got stuck in the fucking geometry. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, death one. God damn it. They don't give you enough ammo and they don't give you enough batteries. You arrived just in time for my first death. Congratulations, Draco.
That's Casey. He was still alive.
Well, that was my plan, Max. I was going to just run, but I needed to get past him, and I was almost dead.
These were the cultists the FBI were after. Were they letting themselves be taken? Or did the Dark Presence not discriminate?
God, that pisses me off.
The pressure in my head was unbearable. Scratch was getting closer. Stronger than ever.
Casey! Look out! It's him!
The pressure eased off. Scratch was further away.
Sure, if you say so.
Think again. Casey.
Casey, I'm coming!
Fuck.
Casey!
So does anyone wonder if the Dark Presence recognized Casey as a better host and chose not to finish him in this scene?
FBI, drop the knife! Elmo?
Suggy, you don't understand.
No, the HRAs would do absolutely nothing against the Dark Presence. Mega Ring.
Positive ID. Alan Wade. Agent Anderson. Agent Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. We'll take it from here. Out cold.
Wait, this is my case.
This is no longer an FBI investigation. The case has been transferred to us.
This is bullshit.
Noted. We're moving the evidence and paperwork from your field office to our base of operation at the sheriff's station. Any other pieces of evidence with you? Anything relevant?
The clicker. I can't trust them with it. Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. Then your work here is done. Hey, you did well.
Wait, my partner, Agent Casey's MIA.
We'll look for
He's
him.
my partner, damn it! I
Agent?
should be...
Go home.
Careful moving wake. They think he's a para-utilitarian.
No. Fuck this. I was so close to getting the clicker to wake. I'm not done here. Not until I find Casey. Not until my family is safe from this horror story.
Well, Amelia, Casey is real. Casey is a real person. Remember, you can't create something out of nothing. Now, once you're in the dark place, you can start messing around with that kind of stuff, but up here, it doesn't work that way. No, Harkin, this was in the original game. I mean, all characters in this game are real. Now, in the dark place, you can write stories about them, and those stories can mean its own thing. That's about it. Original. You're thinking, what if Saga died several times and we haven't seen it? I don't think it could work that way, personally. Like, it works for Alan to die multiple times because, again, he's in the dark place, but up in reality, death is death. Without her proceeding, he can't get to the end of his loop, so it wouldn't really work. No, Amelia. It's very explicitly stated that Alan cannot create something out of nothing. He cannot just create brand new characters and cast them into reality. That's not how it works. It's like a chessboard. You can grab the pieces, put them on the board, and move them around, but you can't hold new chess pieces. Would you say the Dark Presence is a bigger threat or the Hiss? Oh. It depends. I mean, personally... Because if one is unprepared, the Hiss will just wipe out everything kind of immediately. You don't have to go through the rigmarole of a narrative. But at the same time, if you have localized HRAs or personal one, it becomes a moot point. Well, there's zero information, Amelia, about a typewriter being an OOP. That's never been said. That's never been suggested.
With a clicker. They might know how it works.
That's literally just the fans
I'm off the case,
saying
but I can
this.
still visit family.
But the games have never given that indication. The dark place is what causes things. It's not. Okay, let's start running around here. The dark place does that. It's not the typewriter. It's just a urban legend that gets repeated enough to the point where everyone believes it. If we're going with our Alan Wake tiers of collective belief. All right, I don't think there's really anything over here. Let's just head up in. And we can't go up that way. All right, I don't think there's any collectibles over here. If I can find my way back to the path. Where is the path? Where am I? There we go. I think there's one thing up here. No, it's right here is where it's at. Let's just go. The typewritten page is not an OOP. There is a single typewritten page that's an altered item, but that's subjective.
Saga, it's Tor, your grandfather. About time you were coming to visit, kiddo.
How did you know I was coming to see you?
Never mind that. We have bigger problems. We're losing. Oh, fuck! Fuck you fucking hag! Fuck!
Shit. Something is off at that nursing home.
Yeah, because actually the most recent altered item that was discovered, I think it's 83, AI 83, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, was the page that Alan slipped underneath the spiral door into the Ocean View Motel, and it was taken in, and really the only thing it was, it makes you feel like little trans-corporalization kind of stuff, but I'm pretty sure the FBC labels things as altered items, but doesn't really, when they don't really do things, per se. I'd say the coffee thermos is more of an altered item than the typewritten pages. At least that does something.
The Valhalla nursing home, founded in 2014 for Odin and Tor Anderson of the Old Gods of Asgard fame for their twilight years. Built after the return comeback tour, flip-flopped to be their farewell tour, cut short, canceled. As their agent, Barry Wheeler had managed to coax a few hit songs out of them before that. Balance Lays the Demon, a couple of others. The old men rocked like their namesakes. The backstage parties got out of hand. The air was thick with smoke. Wheeler squinted. His migraine flared, booze and drugs. A rock and roll cliche. They ran off after every gig. Wheeler had security track them down to the craziest after parties.
Alright, 1 second, guys. Sorry to do this, but for some reason, I just got notification on the controlled Discord that someone was tagging the moderator, so I need to go... Oh, this is back at 3 o'clock. Why am I just getting this information now? Sorry, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm actually one of the moderators in the official controlled Discord, but I'm trying to find out what happened. Hidden the message rate limits. 5 thing, mod logs. Sorry, I'm just going back through. I think it was already taken care of, though. Yeah, no, 100% the typewriter, there is nothing about the typewriter being altered or anything in that way. I mean, like, even the clicker, it's really kind of hard to say whether it is or is not. I mean, it is definitely an object that does something, but using the Bureau's own definition, it's not, because it's not linked to the astral plane. You don't need to do a board ritual to use it. I mean, Saga just picks it up and clicks it, and that's it. And even the Cult of the Tree, they just pick it up and use it. So it's not... doesn't have to go through a board ritual. Now, there's also Emily Pope's paper about you don't need board rituals to link to all objects of power. And my only opinion on that is some of the ones the board linked itself to and kind of like cuts off its power unless you go through them, but then you have OOPs like the slide projector and OOPs like the jukebox, which don't require a board ritual to use. You just grab the coin, put it in the jukebox, or you just put the slide in and it does something. So it's a little subjective about what constitutes an OOP by the Bureau's definitions or in the overall definition. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Crap. Crap. This is not good. Oh, I'm gonna get hit right here. God, you shithead. I'm gonna die right here again. Can't see anything. Where are you? You fucking shit. Okay, I'm just gonna go inside. And they probably despawned again, which means I just wasted both of those arrows. Oh. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, no, I got both of those arrows back, and I got one of those arrows back, so I only lost one arrow. Okay, so we got one cult stash back there. And one of Rose's little thingies. There's an amazing new page at the end of this section. Cool. Well, thanks to the setter charm, we're not going to miss any manuscripts. Oh, shoot. Well, at the very least, I can get that one, too. Not that I really need to, because I've already kind of maxed out all my stuff.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
I was going to leave you some cookies, but I was worried an animal would get into them, so I didn't. But it's the thought that counts, right? Yes, Rose, it is absolutely the thought that counts. So, safety tip, if you guys are out in the woods, put all of your food in little plastic bags so that animals do not smell them. Okay, so that's nothing right there. No, the nostalgia department had a, it wasn't an astral bleed there. The astral bleed was only in the Foundation. The nostalgia department had the slide projector that opened up a place to the burnt slide threshold. Shite. How many more do we have? Where? I don't see anybody. God damn you. I'm the only one who's supposed to be able to abuse the geometry here. Not you, and now I can't see anybody. Okay, at least I got some ammo back. Well, looks like all my arrows are basically gone at this point, unfortunately. Just then, I suddenly slammed into something that felt like a sturdy, well-built brick wall. That's a little redundancy there. It's the only criticism I'd give you there, Rose. I almost fell, but a strong arm grabbed me by the waist. I hardly knew what was happening. A voice reached through my confused, frightened haze like an outstretched hand. A gruff, manly voice, the deep, reassuring voice, reassured me. She's being redundant. Don't you worry, miss. I've got this. I looked up just in time to see the monster barreling out of the forest at us. Just then, a blast. The monster went down like an elderly person who had lost their cane. I looked up at my savior and saw a handsome face with dark hair. He wore a stylish tweed jacket and held up a smoking pistol. Looks like I got here just in time, he said. He smiled at me and my heart fluttered like a bird. I'll say, I thought to myself. Oh yeah, no. Everything here is written about Alan, 100%. Everything here is about Alan. Okay, now I gotta head back down here. Sorry, this is like the biggest area that confuses me is this whole section here. Wait, which way is that? That takes me down. I want to go this way. I can't even see the path. Okay. Oh god, it's this one right here. Okay. So there are 200 total vehicles in the factory consisting of bicycles, carts. Each has 4 wheels. Each car has 4. Each bicycle has 2. There are a total of 754 wheels in the factory. How many cars are in the factory? Okay. So 200. If they were all cars, that means there's 800 wheels total minus 800 minus 754. So there's 46. So we're missing 46 wheels, meaning that there are 23 bicycles. So 200 minus 23, so it should be 177, I think. Yep, got it. Beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and get this box up here. Hopefully we have some more arrows or something. Oh, we're not going to get arrows from this. We do have some more pills. I like pills. No one take that out of context, by the way. Who would win in a fist fight between Odin and Tor? 100%. Tor has way more rage behind everything he does. And he's also a drummer. Ooh, there we go. Yes, we got at least another arrow back. Okay. Which, I don't know what item box you're referring to. Or what problem there might have been with it. Oh crap, we came across another one. I'm running low on batteries, too. Oh, God, this is bad. Jesus, I can't get any ground. I'm gonna run out of ammo, like real freaking quick. And he's got his thing back already. Would you die? He's still alive. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Where is he? I can't even see you. There you are. This game really does not want me to have ammo right now. Oh, the crossbow cache, that's what you're talking about? I have no idea. We're going to head back to that area as soon as we get the bolt cutters. So we'll know more in a little bit.
Another rhyme.
Okay, I don't know if we have... Do we have any other... No, we do not. But there is another cult stash up there. Okay. Mother, may I go outside? May I run and play? I say to you, my daughter dear, go outside and play, but only in the light of day, and only round the trees so grown. Never near the lake, my child, and never may you drown. Okay, so mother, child, drowning in the lake. Great stuff. The problem is, there's a different end to this story, which we figure out if we read the text of the evidence when we put it on the board. May they go outside to play. Say to daughter dear, go outside and play, but only in the light of day. So the child and the sun... Oh, and the trees. Where's the child doll? Never... Lake may you drown. Mother, may I go outside? Maybe in the house? No, not the maiden.
Doesn't look right.
Yeah, there we go. So the great thing is that spawned a bunch of random toys everywhere. So the child, instead of running down to the lake, decided to play amongst the trees. And unfortunately, there's a completely different danger in the forest that wasn't at the lake.
I can use this charm on my bracelet.
Where?
Oh, shit.
And I only have one now. Crap. I don't know, to be 100% honest, Rich. I find Alan's areas a little bit easier. Because there's a lot less management of the resources. Saga's, I feel like I fight way more.
Another cult stash?
Okay. Alright, and with that, I think we're good. Let's go back, let's heal up. Load up on gear, and then we're heading to the nursing home. So yeah, so this story is basically the mother saying, hey, don't go do this because it's dangerous. Do this instead, and ends up there's another danger that the child walked into. But it's not the one the mom warned her about. Okay, let's see what we got here. Might as well.
Saga fired the rifle, hit the taken again, pulled back the bolt to reload. She fired again, another hit, faster, again, yet faster, again. A strange, lethal feedback loop forming, speeding up.
Oh, I already have the resources on right now. Let's do that.
Saga squeezed the trigger of the pump-action shotgun. The shots poured out, faster and faster in a growing frenzy.
One second. Delete. One second, guys. Sorry. The Discord is hitting me up again. Someone was posting some links to not so reputable Discord communities. Okay, there we go. Alright, so really we just have to get the pistol, so 18, so we're going to have 100% everything. But yeah, I think one of the things that makes Alan's a lot easier is the words of power essentially give you free heals whenever you want, so as long as you space those out, you can save all of your regular healing supplies until much, much later.
Torrin Odin might know something about the clicker. With Wake out of reach, this is my best lead.
No, Draco, it's something from the Remedies Control Discord. Someone just tagged me on something. Alright, Tor was about to tell me something. You're back with popcorn? Dude, I want some popcorn. No joke, I'm trying to find a good home popcorn maker like the Space Saver ones. Because my nephew, for some reason, has gotten really big into like doing custom popcorn stuff, and I want to buy him one that lets him do that. The cult tried to kill Alan. No. There we go. Yeah, Rich, there's a control Discord that's run by Remedy. Ilmo Koskula wakes up the deer mass. Let's throw you over here. Two eyes. No doubt Ilmo's in the cult, but what about Yako? I guess he wasn't here. Well, technically, he kind of had to be here because he's in prison, too. I enter the water overlap by completing the parade float. I would have thought they would have automatically filled these ones out. The clicker, he wanted it to make a horrific ending to the story come true. The art was there. The clicker would push it across the threshold. Logan's fictional room contains her actual mementos. There we go. And those are the ones that I think are either bugged or part of the DLCs. Cult stashes. Okay. And nursery rhymes. Bright Falls rhymes. There we go. By trying to protect against one danger, she exposed her child to another danger. Hopefully that's not how things work out. Your son's a huge Alan Wake fan. Nice, Rich. Do you ever get scream so loud you give yourself a headache? No, I don't do a lot of screaming. I'm soft-spoken by nature, and screaming not really. Our fanfiction writer has an extremely active imagination. Oh, yes, she does. Cookies, who is this supposed to be for? Alright, so I think we're good here. Okay, let's take one of you out of here. Let's add 2 more arrows just to stay safe. Let's chuck you here. I'm going to use one of these to fully heal. You finished New Game Plus at like 5 in the morning. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so we're good there. So what, I have the Setter Charm, good. Increased quality and quantity of resources. Yep, keep that in there. Add 1 to Saga's flashlight, definitely want that. Okay. I think this is good. You know what, actually, I think I can take one of these out. I think we're okay. Alright, let's get going. I try not to theorize about Tom Zane, Rich. Just because I know I'm gonna get caught up in contradictions and everything. Frankly, I'm just gonna wait until we get more info and then we'll talk about him more. God damn it. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, you fuck! And I didn't reload. Great. Okay, never mind. Of course they respawned already. Where? Oh, hi there. Okay, where's the other Wolfie? There it is. You thought you can hide, but you couldn't. But I lost my arrow. That encounter lost me 2 arrows. Great. I'm literally going to be running out of ammo entirely. What is fried ice cream? Oh, Asher. Go get some fried ice cream. Oh, Lord, it is amazing.
Tor and Odin claim to be my family. I know Logan and I never lived here. But I don't know enough about my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather was bad news. The less I knew about him, the better.
I mean, I usually get fried
Vote
ice
Mayor
cream
Setter to sit in office.
at, like, El Torito. They have some good ones. And some sushi restaurants make some fried ice cream. You know what? Let's go inside first, and then we'll go around here. Because once I get the map, we can actually look around. What did I say, Kimmy? Did I say something off color? I don't even remember.
Saga had slid into a nightmare. A growing amount of evidence said her daughter was dead. Saga couldn't accept that. Wake said it could be undone. But Wake was gone, in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Control. Casey, her only ally, was gone too. She was alone. Agent Estevez had pulled rank on her, stonewalled her, shut her out of her own case. Saga refused to give up. She needed answers. Tor and Odin Anderson would have some. A family visit, then. No one could blame her for that. Saga was trapped in a horror story. It was manifesting itself around her like the darkness of a mental illness. pushing her deeper and deeper.
I mean, like, I've heard basically that Alan Wake 2's not selling as good as other games are right now. But we have to remember the original Alan Wake didn't sell that great up at the beginning either, and it eventually did start selling really well years after the fact. But I think a lot of the wins in the event from TGA is going to help. But, yeah, I don't know.
It's a little late for visitors, you know. I was just getting the... Oh, Saga? What's up?
Hi!
Hello, Rose. Thought I'd swing by, see the family. Not a bad time, is it?
Oh, no. I was just, you know, tidying I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga. But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
I was just on the phone with Tor. He invited me over.
Sorry. They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in. Not smart to be outside when the sun goes down.
I mean, I think one of the things that really hurt them is the no physical release, because some people just decided not to buy the game as a result of that.
I love the architecture. I always dreamed of living in a haunted Victorian manor.
You say that like it's your first time here.
Valhalla Nursing Home was established in 2014 by the Old Gods Foundation, originally built in 1965 by an unknown architect for the Finnish filmmaker Thomas Zane. This manor is steeped in artistic history. I met Odin and Tor Anderson in 2012 in a strange trip that resulted in a strange new friendship. I was honored to manage their band as they made their comeback, touring the country and producing revolutionary new music. However, all good things must come to an end. Valhalla is a place of rest. In that spirit, I hope this building will serve as a place where people can spend their golden years in peace and comfort. May it be a home to those who need one. Welcome to Valhalla, Barry Wheeler. Now, weirdly enough, there's multiple versions of whether or not this building existed before the story started. Mandy seems to think it was here, and the other guy who never wears pants says it wasn't here. So, anytime we have split opinions, I'm going to default. Okay. You guys ready for some naughty Alan? This is mostly just her shrine and articles about
More
him.
of those kids'
Nothing really
lunchboxes.
relevant right now. You are strong, you are successful, you are confident. There we go. Alright. So now let's go take a look outside. So there is one out back, but nothing in the front. Good enough. Okay. Norman, sorry. So yeah, Norman seems to think this building was not here beforehand, but Mandy seems to think it was here, so... Some kind of shenanigans going on. So I will default on this is not how it originally was.
Looks like another perfect morning in paradise. I agree, Ilmo. A perfect morning for me to drink this coffee I'm holding. Oh shit, this coffee is shit. Jaakko, did you just drink a regular brand coffee? I did. My perfect morning is ruined. And all because of your shit coffee. If only we could have good coffee. Hey, what's that sound? Oh. Ilmo, look, it's the Bright Falls blended organic coffee from Old Deer Diner. Oh, wow. I've heard that the health benefits of this coffee include increased energy, improved eyesight, better lovemaking, and deeper connection to animals. With a thermos full of hot coffee close at hand, you are always prepared for what comes next. How does it taste, Jaakko? feel like $1,000,000. Thanks, Oh Dear Diner Coffee. Bright Falls Blend Organic Coffee is brewed with care right here in the Pacific Northwest from coffee beans that are sourced locally in Puerto Rico. Try it today at Coffee World and the Old Deer Diner, and don't forget to try the delicious brunch special this month only for Deer Fest.
Well, okay then. Well, okay. Damn good coffee, yes. I do know that reference. Okay, so nothing there, nothing there. There is something here. Ammo! Oh, batteries. I will take the batteries. 100%.
Oh, thought I'd lost you.
No.
Here's some of our residents, or as I like to call them, our little Vikings. Look who swung by, everyone. Norman, clothes. Norman, we have a visitor.
Pants are
Where
overrated.
Are your clothes?
I'm headed back to the sauna with Artie.
Just another day in Valhalla. I should really get back to work, Saga. But feel free to spend some time with Mandy May and Norman here. It's good for them to have company.
Tor and Odin are here somewhere. Need to find them.
Honestly, like, we joke about it, but the thermos actually is an altered item that any quality of coffee that you pour into it, after it goes into the thermos, it comes out as the best coffee you've ever had in your life. That's the actual effect of the coffee thermos item. Sadly enough, moving onwards.
Do either of you know where I could find Tor and Odin?
Odin is sleeping upstairs, but your grandpa's been acting crazy. He got electrocuted when he smashed the telephone.
Don't make up stories. Tor went loopy and smacked himself in the head with that hammer he's always carrying around.
Tor is hurt. Something's wrong with him.
So these two seem to not agree on what happened half the time.
Was Tor hurt badly?
He never let go of that hammer when he got electrocuted. It looked like a bolt of lightning hit him. Wham! Zap!
Thank goodness Blum took the hammer away from him. It's not Tor's hammer, no matter what he keeps saying. Blum has his moments, even if he is a Russian.
Mandy May, you can't say stuff like that.
That's some fascinating network, Mandy May. What's your inspiration?
Oh, I don't know. It is what it wants to be. Taking a break from making those little ornaments for Rose. Do you knit?
I dabbled when I was pregnant. Socks, mittens, the usual stuff.
Oh, how about knitting me some underwear?
One more crude remark from you, Norman, and I'll put this needle in your ear.
Dang, someone's violent over here. Alright. I know you guys got some more dialogue here.
Are you, planning to go watch the Deer Fest parade, Mandy May?
And sit in a crowd of noisy drunks all day? I'd rather stick this knitting needle in my ear.
She's rather obsessed with ears, don't you think? Well, see, that's the thing questionable, is it seems like Norman is recalling things correctly. And
I thought Artie put on a wonderful performance this afternoon.
But you're always calling him a crazy Finn.
I respect the art, Norman.
And considering he's the one who keeps saying, this building was not here when I was younger. I don't know what you're talking about. And Mandy's like, oh no, it's always been here. I trust Norman, personally.
Huh. Have you seen the way Tor's been slobbering over Cynthia? He's like a horny teenager.
What's wrong with a little romance at our age?
You're really trying to. You know what? Good on you for shooting your shot, but I don't think she's interested, buddy. Just saying. Alrighties. I think that's it. Maybe not.
Ati, this is your home. You don't need to keep cleaning. I take that mop away, but I know you'll just find it again.
girl. But once after being told no. Why rest when you are poor to work?
And you know Mr. Blum doesn't like it when you take his work clothes. Why don't you go pick a song from the jukebox?
Oops, sorry, I just knocked the chair over.
Just thinking about it makes my dance foot waggle. Oh, lad, I know.
See, what I find kind of fascinating about Ati choosing the poet and the muse to play here. The whole plot of this section of the game ends up being Saga in search of Cynthia, and this song is all about finding the Lady of the Light, aka Cynthia. So the song actually works as a guiding force both in the original Alan Wake and in this one. And it's put on by Ati solely for Saga to listen to in this matter, I should say.
Hello there. Saga Anderson.
Hey, Basin, name won't make the man worse. Even a Swedish name. I'm Ahti.
Well, yeah, it is Rich Harris. There's a lot of... This song is all about the, Thomas, listen to this. Find the Lady of the Light gone mad with the night. See, it works both ways. Cynthia going mad, going a little loopy, spending 40 years defending the town, and also gone mad with the night when she actually gets taken. So it works. The song works on multiple levels.
Do you know where I could find the Andersons?
Oh, you can never know where. Only a seaman can know that. But even the seaman can't know everything.
Fair enough. Thanks anyway.
That's actually a good point, too, is it's, because Rose is also Lady of the Light, she gives us the key fob that allows us to eventually go everywhere. So we do get a key from the Lady of the Light. See, the tune works in so many layers, it's kind of awesome.
Anything good on that jukebox?
We try to do good, but only Prime comes out. Music from my Swedish brothers, old gods of Asgard. My pals, the Berkele Vikings. Berkele.
Were you in the band?
Minäkö? No. Berkele saatana, en ollut. Not so much sweet that it fills the whole stomach. But we have shared a stage or two. Joo, näin se menee, että the lazy man gets sweaty when he eats. And gets chilly when he works. Oli kyllä hyvin sanottu.
I can listen to his musings forever. Okay, so who knows, like, everyone keeps talking about you can find Ati having a freak out here. I played the game twice. I have not found that scene. So is there like a specific point in the narrative? Esteri.
Vaikka vettä hän kyllä lupasikin.
Hold on. One second.
Rushing is not good for you and hurry is not an honor. Eikö ole tämmöstä kuullut?
Esteri, I can't find it. Sorry. I'm just like, it just sounds like it's a because it's capitalized. It seems like a proper name. So I thought it might be like a god or something from folklore. I'm not sure. Hey there, Zachary. Thank you so much for the donation, buddy. I really appreciate it. Read a theory that Ahti's mop represents the pole of the North Star, aka Polaris, and also he just so happened to get pulled into Alan's story by accident. Represents the pole of the North Star. I haven't heard anything regarding that personally, but yeah, the North Star, Polaris. It's also associated with Tyr, weirdly enough. The North Star.
Mandy May and Norman said Tor is hurt. Why didn't you mention that earlier?
Oh, you mean the little bump on his noggin? It's nothing. The residents like to exaggerate.
Uh-huh. I need to check Tor's room.
The closest thing I can find is Oestre, which is a West Germanic spring goddess, but it doesn't seem like that's the correct thing here.
You said I'd been here before. When was the last time I visited? Let's see exactly what she thinks she remembers.
Oh, it's been years. We were all so sad when you left. After the accident.
Oh, fuck this. My daughter didn't drown. You're remembering wrong. She's at home watching Night Springs with her father.
Mm-hmm.
It's useless. I need to stop the story.
Sorry, Saga. That area's for staff only.
What's in the wellness center?
Oh, that's where we provide our health services to the residents. We have a rehab facility, dining area, and beds for special round-the-clock care. To stay young, stay limber.
Did you say so? Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of that comment real quick.
The song revives the soul.
The little comment from Prusek saying, urban legend has it that Estari was a goddess of the rain in pre-Christian Finland, but that's naturally false as the name of its biblical origin. As the name is of biblical origin. Are you talking about Esther? From the Bible as well? I have no idea. Okay. Gotcha. So if you talk to him fully and then you just stick around. Because I did that before, but I didn't have any information that popped up. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this moving forward. Yes, give me all of that pistol ammo. And because I want more pistol ammo, let's go ahead and take some of that out. I'm going to leave that there, and I do need some more of you, because I did use some of that. Let's take... You know what? Let's not take some of that out. I think I kind of need it. Yeah, I think we're good for right now. Ooh, give me the arrows.
On greener pastures now.
It's not a biblical origin. It's mentioned in the Bible, but it's Babylonian in origin, so Persian or one of those. Okay, gotcha. I mean, the evolution of theological stuff I find interesting, but I have not done as much research into it as I should.
Very old.
I shouldn't
The
interrupt
government
him.
built a bunker here during World War II to watch the ocean for Axis navies and who knows what else. Ever since they sealed the bunker, it's been a hot spot for teens. The Ocean View Motel and Spa, they call it. Ironically, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They go there to enjoy their beer and their vapes and electronic cigarettes. Ridiculous. The future is...
Yep, so this is where the overlap comes into play.
Would drink there, do other stuff that isn't appropriate content for you listeners at home, but the bunker has a tendency to flood, especially during the winter. In the 90s, a group of teens went down there one Saturday night and got a little drunker than usual. The teens noticed one girl, Nora Hesberg, was missing. They figured she just went home. When Nora's folks didn't find her in her bed the next morning, they called the police. The authorities, they searched the bunker and found poor Nora floating in one of the flooded passages. She had a real talent for music. Folks say they still hear her singing in the nursing home. Nowadays, teens think the bunker is haunted. That doesn't stop them from going there. The police have tried to lock it up, but you know young people, they're persistent. Now, as for myself, an impartial journalist, I have lived here at the Valhalla nursing home for 5 years, and in that time I have never heard Nora's singing. Just the humming of a certain neighbor of mine who has an inexplicable love for Finnish tango.
And I think that's it. But yeah, I agree with you, Max. Pat seems very much more lucid here. Whenever we meet him in person, he feels very different than the Pat we hear over the radio. That seems to be fumbling all over him stuff, can't really form sentences, loses his train of thought very easily. But in this sense, it's coming right off the tongue. There's no problems. It doesn't feel like he's losing it at all. Recreation room. Here's Tor's room.
This is Tor's room.
It's giving me lots of pistol ammo, which I appreciate.
More moonshine.
That's a
Was
lot
this
of
a drunken
moonshine.
rampage? This place is a mess. And Tor's not here. I need to keep looking.
Donna?
Excuse me, miss, but you don't see me barging into your room while you're performing mental and physical strengthening exercises, do you? I thought not.
Well,
sorry.
Due to your sass, I'm going to rob you blind. Screw you! Goodbye! Alright, so we got Tor. We got Odin here. We got Donna. And there's Cynthia.
Too many hands. Tomorrow will be eggs, toast. This will put a smile back on your face, my dear.
Sorry? Hello. I'm Saga.
Cynthia Weaver.
Hi, Cynthia. I'm looking for Tor Anderson. Have you seen him?
Tor. Always poking people with his hammer. Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out for it.
With no sense of up or down.
She's one of them. There must be an overlap here somewhere.
Alright. So all I'm going to say here, Original Tyke, is that we love Cynthia in this house. Cynthia spent her entire life defending the town. And she deserved way better than what happened to her in the end. Just because Rose took her final lamp that gave the light that protected her and put it into a shoebox, and she ended up succumbing in her old age, does not meaning anything else. We love Cynthia. No hag. We do not call her a hag here. So there's Mandy's room. Oh my god, they're giving me lots of pistol ammo, which I very much appreciate right now. Thank you! Okay, so that's all locked, lock. Otzi's room. There's Norman's room. There's Cynthia's room. Anything there? Anything there? Anything there? Nope. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Stuck. And there's Gail's room. Alright, guys. So now we're going to talk... Now that I have confirmation, we're going to have a little discussion. Where is Tapio's room? Because Tapio was described in one of the beginning thing as one of the residents. But he has no room here. Well, it's not just that he might be a visitor. No, it wouldn't be in the basement. TAPIO. If you put that backwards, TAPPAT, it's Pat spelled backwards. I'm wondering if he's literally just... I don't know. Because of how, like, you know, he's talking like this all the time. I had a random thought, it's not backed up by anything, that it's literally just Pat putting on a voice. I could be 100% wrong, though. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I probably am. Let's get this going.
Odin's in bad shape. He was drunk and watery. Or is this something more serious?
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Alright, guys, so now that Sea of Night, the song, is out, we have more context for this. So, Sea of Night, on the Rebirth album from the Old Gods, is all about, basically, now that the Odin and Thor go into the Dark Place at the end of the game, they are now sailing onto new shores, and they're revitalized. They got the fire in their veins, right? So it's basically just them continuing their story and continuing their adventure onwards throughout the Ocean of Night, the Sea of Night, so to speak. But here's some of the ideas that Odin had down while he was working on that. To drink from the cup of the wise one, for wisdom to be a seer, I gave up my eye, in the light of the moon to shine and see, the many worlds to madness beyond. Again, the dark dreaming sea, across the dark dreaming sea, the branching paths of the tree. I gave it my eye so many times, we have lived and died and been reborn. We have met here before, and will keep on meeting still. Okay, so the branching paths of the tree of the Yggdrasil meanings different realities entirely. So it sounds like after going into the dark place, they're going to be traveling to other realities too, or at least becoming more godly in a certain sense. Before I gave it to Mimir, or where did I put the eye? Before time, I gave it to Mimir to drink from the well of wisdom, the cauldron. I took it out myself to see, drank the moonshine. 1988, he who stands on the threshold took it from me. The time will come again to be writ again. Who's writing this? I mean, I know the obvious thing is to say that Odin's writing this right now, because it mentions that, but if they're literally putting a thing at the top there before time, because we have 1976, obvious date, 1988, obvious date, before time, it's like they want us to think that there is an eternal deity that occupies Odin that wrote this down. or the actual god. That's what I'm thinking, Isaac, is like, it just seems weird. No, I got your original Tyke. Like, I know about the 1988 and 1976, but the before time aspect, it's either that Odin is under the impression or has the idea in his head that he existed before time began and that he met with Mimir directly, or something else, because it's kind of already stated whenever they're on stage, it's like they've been possessed by something. Alan says that in American Nightmare, that whenever the old gods are on stage, they get possessed by something godly. Queenie, the song Sea of Night is more about them going on new adventures to other shores after they enter the dark place. So it's kind of like them saying they still have a story long afterwards. But anyways, let's talk to Odin. Hopefully he doesn't break my stream this time.
Can you hear me, Odin? Odin Anderson? Can you hear me? I need to ask you a couple of questions. Odin? He's in no shape to talk.
Like, that's the impression I'm getting too, Tyler, is they're using these characters as vessels for deities. Or, which is the alternate hypothesis, is after Odin and Thor go into the dark place, they essentially become their namesake and become gods that travel back to the beginning of, to any point in time in creation. So they literally possess themselves. And they become the original source of inspiration for the god. Because of how time works in the dark place, you can have Proto-Man thousands of years in the past who are telling stories about Odin and Thor, except they're talking about the Anderson brothers without realizing it. Because they literally became the gods that they took their namesake from. Which is just that makes more sense given the context of how this game structured the Dark Place's abilities.
Odin's in rough shape. What happened to him?
These are our twilight years. There's darkness in the water. We have our little tricks. And so do you.
What's happening? It's never felt this way before.
You're all grown up, Saga, dearest. And you're back just in time. The forces of darkness are eating away at us. We're too old and weak. You have the power in you, like all Andersons.
What was that? He wasn't a projection. Odin was really here. We were connected. Are they really my family? Is that why this is happening?
No, Draco, stream is not dead. Don't lie. So the first time I played this blind, literally the second Odin possessed or took over the Mind Place conversation, my stream just canceled itself. Odin literally reached out and broke my OBS.
I've never connected to someone like this in my Mind Place before. How is this happening?
I was glad to answer your call. Vikings are born travelers. You are a seer. You can see the truth. But your grandpa will want to tell you more himself. Wouldn't want to steal his thunder. Thor is in danger. You can save him.
Is my Mind Place more than just a mental technique? Sometimes my Mind Place even baffles me. Is this the reason? Is there something more than intuition behind it? One thing at a time. Thor is in trouble. Once I help him, he can maybe tell me more.
Yeah, guys. Original Tyken 1. So yeah, it's the second that we got to the scene during my first run through and Odin started to take over the room, my OBS literally shut itself off and the whole stream died. I had to restart a new stream to continue onwards. So the joke is Odin literally reached through the game and broke my computer.
You said Tor is in danger. What's going on?
Darkness is drawn to the spark. Tor only thinks with his hammer, never his head. The Prince of fucking Darkness is making a comeback. Tor's marked by darkness. I can feel it. Is he in his room? It wants to take him, and then take me. Beware of Cynthia Weaver. Bad things happen in the wellness center. Don't let her drag him under, Saga.
Does Prince of Darkness refer to Scratch? Is Tor becoming taken? I need to find him before it's too late. Stop this before more people get hurt.
Well, I mean, Isaac, like, it's not that the Dark Place did or did not work in loops prior to American Nightmare, because that's how American Nightmare worked. It did work in spiraling loops. The only experience we have in the Dark Place is in the Writer and Signal DLC before that, and the main game of Alan Wake, it all took place in the real world, so therefore it's a moot point. Now, again, it's not that the Dark Place functions in this matter, it's that Alan's mind functions in this matter. And therefore he's he's projecting onto the Dark Place.
I found a photograph of you with the cultists. How are you involved?
We're too old for this brand of crazy, but we'll drink with anyone who's offering. The cult's been on our asses to join for years, but we already have our band, and those damn fools don't know what they're dealing with. No wonder they want a pair of legends.
Tor and Odin are not part of the cult. The cult thinks there's something special about Tor and Odin. I'm starting to see it too.
Well, so far, Faker, we really haven't seen anyone come back from being taken. Now, there are people who have been touched by the Dark Presence and have been forced to do her or its bidding. Like Rose, for example, she was touched by the Dark Presence in the first game. Alan was touched by the Dark Presence in the first game and later came out of it. We see, technically, Alan in this game get taken over by the Dark Presence, and then there's a loophole in the story that pulls it out of him. Like, we're really going to have to discuss the difference between Taken in the first game and the Taken in the second game before we can have that conversation, because there are a lot of differences.
I found Wake's clicker. What can you tell me about it?
Cut off from Tom's lamp. It washed to the shore. Good work getting the light switch. The light switch is like an amp. You can play rock and roll without it, but you won't blow anyone away. Art, like Tom's writing, can change the world, but the light switch will crank that change to 11.
The clicker has the power to change the story. To save Logan. This confirms what Wake said. I can't let Scratch get his hands on the clicker. By Tom's writing, Odin must mean Wake.
I mean, we also have to take into account here, everyone, that just because the Dark Presence works differently between the first game and the second game, like, we have to remember that these are two different stories. Return, Initiation, and Departure are different books, and the rules can be different between books. It doesn't necessarily have, like, it could, like, in the context of the book, it can be a different entity, but in reality, it's the same entity. And the rules change between the stories, if that makes sense. Okay. And here they are. So this is 1989, a year after Door was cast into...
That woman in the painting looks like Mom.
The Dark Place.
Was I born here? Or is this more of the story?
Alright, let's go ahead and get this board updated. Cult of the Tree. While the cult has been trying to recruit them for years, he and Owen rejected their offers. Cool. Perfect. Facts versus fiction. Painting of Mom and I with Odin and Tor in Odin's room. Yep. Yes, Master Morden, there's a painter. His name is Rudolph Lane. Why are we talking about Rudolph right now? Only from art not represented in Alan's game, right? We have poetry, novels, photography. Yeah, no. There's a painter named Rudolph Lane in the first game, and he was kind of cast as the illustrator for Departure. The second that Alan started writing, he just randomly was struck with inspiration and started painting a bunch of work, and it all was related to the story of Departure. So, yeah, technically there is a painter involved, but it's...
The clicker makes Wake's writing change reality. Can I trust him with that much power? Not sure I have a choice.
And, like, I'm just trying to decide, Amelia, whether or not it's legitimately different entities that we keep calling the Dark Presence, which I don't think it is. I think it's the same entity, but the rules of how the Dark Presence can function within the story changes between the stories based upon what plot they're trying to tell.
Tor is not okay. Something is definitely going on here.
Okay. Cool, let's go find Odin now. And let's take some of my ammo out of here. So I want 18 total. You know what, let's take it out of 12, so 13.
Tor's in the wellness center, isn't he?
No, he's... Well, yes, but you really shouldn't go in there right now.
I'm gonna need you to unlock the door. This is FBI business.
It's just... There's some things that, Yes, okay. I'll let you in.
Thank you, Rose.
I mean, the answer is simple, Amelia. The Dark Presence needs a story. It can't act of its own volition. It needs a story.
Watch out for puddles. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Right. Thanks. That lady is a walking red flag.
Alright, let's do this.
Dark. Empty. Be ready, Saga. Hello? Tor? It's Saga Anderson.
I love how her accent comes out every time she says her own name.
Tor Anderson had lightning in his veins. This was rock and roll, baby. That Weaver girl had cast a spell on him. Tor would do anything she'd ask. Tor deserved this. Tor wanted this. She wanted the song. A gift. He had to get it for her. Afterwards, it was too late. Tor swung his hammer in frustration. The spark was gone. Black liquid clogged his mind. A bad trip. Tor fought it. He was strong. He'd never be taken. But the darkness could still drown him. Tor needed to warn someone. It was all happening again. Tom was back. Coming back. Tom would need help too if he was going to make it. But the brothers were too old to stop at this time. Tor had called someone. Someone who could help. The name escaped him. Drowned beneath dark water.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Ati's room was locked earlier. And I couldn't could not enter it until after we finish this next section, but I'll go back and double check. Either way, Ati's still standing right there. He's not up in his room. And Amelia, it's not that Alan is choosing to include the Dark Presence. It's just, he has no control over that. It's just a thing. It just happens that way. Like, we need to really get over the idea that Alan has full control over everything he does. See? I mean, technically we can look at this, and I think he comes up behind us.
Getting in is forbidden, for your own safety. Time is long for those who wait. But in the end, stand the test.
Sheesh. Didn't see you there.
No, it's not just that, Amelia. It's not just that Thomas Zane pushed him into substance abuse. It's the dark place itself that has him so twisted around. That's really all. It's just the nature of the realm he's in. So again, yeah, you have this scene, but it's not anything we haven't seen before. Well, I mean, like, he started Departure with the intention of doing a love story, but it didn't work out that way. So it's... No, there's no control for the genre, realistically.
He's hurt pretty bad, but he tore off his bandages. Why? Tor was here. Odin said Tor needs help. But from what? Is he turning into a Taken?
Let's just get all this stuff down right here.
Tor is being targeted. He needs help.
Okay, let's go ahead and run down here to the safe room real quick, and then get things moving. Beautiful.
Tor, wait! It's me!
Alright, let's do this. Do we have it? I do have some of those. Beautiful.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I guess we're not doing that fight yet. Good. Just wanted to be prepared, because I think this is the first time we have the reflected lady taken that shows up here. Yes, give me all the arrows. I really needed the arrows. And... oh, we actually got it. I thought that one was going to be a little too high for us.
A security computer.
Okay, I'm just going to skip
The Koskela brothers
reading all
aren't
this
just in the
stuff.
cult. They're its damn leaders.
Because all this stuff is just to give us the
Day
password.
and month. He uses European formatting.
Okay. Alright.
Tor left the
They're
wellness
called
center.
divers? Okay, easy enough. Can a shifter like Jack or para-utilitarian like Jesse pose a threat to the Dark Presence, or is it a tier of its own? Really, from what we've seen, the Dark Presence really feeds upon the innate darkness within the human psyche to begin with. I don't know if freezing time will help with the Dark Presence or not. Like, it's really hard to try to do these kind of crossover scenarios because the only reason the Dark Presence is present, I should say present, yeah, sorry to be redundant, is because it's caught within a story. And if an author or an artist is not involved, there really would be no scenario where they cross paths. I mean, technically speaking, Jesse did have to deal with some aspects of the Dark Presence, but not really, because Hartman was cut off. It was just like a random taken. So it's hard to say. But yeah, like, it's just... Okay, the Dark Place has no time. Yeah, but... That's why having these conversations really are kind of a moot point after a while. Because it doesn't really help us if we don't know all the rules. I'm trying to remember what the code was, or at least what I was looking for here. Vladimir Bloom, you have proceeding. Ceremony will take place the days after the next moon. Will take place the day after the next moon. Okay. The day after the next new moon, so it'll be 17/08/17. But it'll be 17/08/23. Okay.
Needs a password. And a warrant, technically. But hey, desperate times.
There we go. Marshal security. Interesting.
And the doors are open.
Alright, so Vladimir, I do not need to remind you that Tor and Odin would be ideal candidates for the cult. Please try harder to recruit. Why do people take the doorknob to my personal room? I'm sick and tired of old people playing tricks. You bring it back so I can get my rifle. I'm supposed to go deer hunt tomorrow. If you don't, I will hunt you instead. From an unknown sender. I'm a little doorknob that's out of place, but solve these clues and you can trace the way to your private space. I meet you at the greet. Inside a bright glassy case where pretty flowers bloom. Yep. And there we go. Not that we really need it because we already have the rifle, but whatever. Whatever. There is one more over here. Okay, good. At least we have a bunch of batteries. That's definitely going to be helpful. And if anyone's asking, we test this out on Alan's side of the story, but apparently if you have lower ammo in your active inventory, the RNG on the cache spawns increases when it drops. So I'm more likely to get ammo if I have less ammo in the inventory. You want me to voice the Riddler in Batman? Why? I mean, I don't even know how to do a proper Riddler voice.
shit!
Shoot, what did I just do? What did I just do?
Come on!
I can't see. Where am I? Where are you? Yeah, I know where the manuscript is. I'm just trying to deal with a fight right now. Alright, there we go. Jeez. Did I not get the map to the wellness center? Hold on, let me go grab that real quick. There we go. Okay, first and foremost, we gotta go back to that room because there might be some ammo in there.
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy. He lowered his phone. Mulligan isn't picking up. Yako shook his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton. Ilmo didn't like it. No one was answering the phone at the workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its lights shining in the night. They couldn't wait any longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to.
No,
this is our big moment.
This is an old one.
We'll watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the shoulder. The brothers donned their masks. The cult of the tree was ready.
And they're ready to go, and that's when they lay the siege on the lodge right there. No, the timeline, Amelia, for American Nightmare is 2012. It took place in 2012. That's confirmed within that game, but it's also additionally confirmed in this game because Alice is wearing a t-shirt that has it's like a, what, 11th, or like 10th anniversary for a specific film festival, which happens to be the film festival that was the center point of that plot, so that's already confirmed it's 2012. Gods really don't make physical presence in this world whatsoever. I would argue, I'm just reading through chat real fast. Master Morden, I'd say all mythological gods technically have a presence in the world because people believe in them in this setting. So if there's belief, then therefore there's an existence. Was writing what felt like an essay about Jesse in the Dark Place in TV Dark Press, but it took up too much space. Yeah, gotcha. It was 12th. Okay. But yeah, it lines up perfectly. It was 2012 is when the events of that game happened.
They're all so soft and sad.
Okay. Okay. So we got all that taken care of. Let's go ahead and move on with the plot.
Need to catch up with Tor.
Lost and found. I found a box of ammo. That's just calling out Rose for being a hunter, which is Seriously, I would love a spin-off game with just her.
This must have been Tor's.
Well, it's Alan didn't send a future signal. American Nightmare happened in 2012. At no point during that story did Alan call the oldest house. It was in 2019 when Alan put the message in. And that's part of this plot. And again, at the point in time in 2012, the idea of control wasn't a thing in Remedy's mind at that time. Like, they had an idea for, like, the government agency. That was been around since the first game, but I think you're mixing up different plot points. Any more ammo? Hold on, I think the cat's trying to get in. Be right back, guys. I hear her scratching at my window. 1 second. Like, at the end of the day, Amelia, I don't think it's anything that happens in the Dark Place. I don't think it's really a good use of our time to try to create a timeline of what happened down there because it's irrelevant. There's no point because time doesn't work in a linear fashion in the Dark Place. So it's all that really matters is we know it happened, and that's all that matters. But timeline-wise, no. We can develop a timeline for reality for sure, but not in the Dark Place. God, thank you for giving me all of the arrows again, finally.
Come back! Tor, don't go! Tor Anderson, you come out of here this minute. That water is bad for you. Tor, wait! Cynthia Weaver, I know it's you. This kind of behavior is not okay. Let him go, Tor!
I love Rose. I mean, just the fact that she has that demeanor in the presence of all this bullshit. It's just so endearing. I don't know what it is. Yeah, like, yeah, Amelia, we got to keep in mind that Alan gets messages from reality all the time. He gets inspiration. I mean, as a child, his dreams tapped him into the Dark Place where he got inspiration of things that happened decades into the future. So it's he just knows things. He just knows things. It's precognition.
Tor? There's an overlap here. Did Cynthia pull Tor in?
Okay, so this is overlapping with the Ocean View Motel. Maybe this is why we have water damage in there, because this is what's flooding out.
What was that? Where did Tor go?
What on earth do you mean, Saga? Tor is resting in the wellness center. Remember?
What? We both saw him go into the pond.
Okay.
Are you fucking with me, or is this the story again?
Now. Let's cool it with the language.
She's clearly lying to me. Why?
And again, like, I wouldn't even say that Alan's a psychic either. Saga's more of a psychic than he is. Alan just has a innate link to the dark place, and it's the dark place that gives him the visions. So it's subjective with whether you want to say psychic or not, because it's not like he's reading people's minds or projecting his consciousness out into the world. It's just he's linking to the dark place, and the dark place does all the heavy lifting for him.
Rose watched Tor go into the pond. Why is she lying to me?
The secret mission for Alan's #1 fan. The hero will say Wake has returned. We're all characters in his story. Gee whiz.
Gee whiz.
I'm not his fucking character. But I can use that phrase to make Rose stop lying to me. Wake has returned.
Well, that's, yeah, Saga's namesake is a Norse goddess that was a prophet, so, yeah, it makes perfect sense. Oh, gosh.
Cynthia took Tor. What happened to her?
When the darkness touches your head, your bookshelf gets shuffled. I put her lamp in the shoebox. What do you call a lamp lady without her lamp?
Is Rose talking about Cynthia or herself? Or both? Rose. Wake has returned.
Oh my God. You're the hero! You're here to save Alan! I feel so silly for trying to keep you out of the wellness center. I locked Tor and Gale in there after they lost it, and I didn't want you getting hurt. Before I forget, here's the page Wake told me to give you. Oh, and you'll need my keys to get around.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rescue him. The key.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. Standing there, Saga felt exposed, expecting the shadows to come alive. The needle crackled on the vinyl. The song swelled. Odin had said it was written for her and her mother. Her grandfather's apology. The lamentation of an old man. His heart was broken, sinking into darkness. Odin had said that the song would be a way to know Tor, a way to find him. A light bloomed in through the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished into the pond. Saga knew what she had to do.
The page mentions a missing record. Do you know where it is, Odin?
Driven by passion, raging like a storm. Your grandfather made the song to apologize. To your mother, Freya, and to you. Tor's like a storm. Your mother did the right thing, leaving with you, even if it broke your grandfather's heart. And mine. Listen to the song, Saga. It's all there. Tor only had one record made. He keeps it in the museum.
Odin knows my mom's name. He's saying my mom took me away when I was still a baby. Plausible. Stay on task. The record is in the museum.
Okay. Honestly, I'm probably gonna say Rose is a little bit mad. She's not just playing the role of being crazy. After she got touched by the Dark Presence in the first game, we do have an interview between her and Agent Nightingale in the Alan Wake files, and she has permanent mental scars. She is loopy. But as a result of being loopy, she can deal with this insanity with more sanity than other people could, if that makes sense. As Odin Anderson once said, being insane is a requirement. It's a requirement for this kind of stuff.
Yup. Already got the answers to these. Tor disappeared into the pond. It's another overlap. Has to be. How do I get inside? The page says the record will open the overlap. Or is the page predetermining it? Am I just playing into the story?
Okay, there we go. Why is the bright presence absent in this game? No idea. No idea. Unless we interpret that the bright presence is in the story in some little or big way and we're just not aware of it. Who knows? We have no way of knowing as of right now. I mean, Saga could probably profile Jesse pretty easily. Ati, that would be interesting. It'd probably function very much like Odin and Tor.
It's 1988, a face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared, the old gods facing something even more powerful, something harder to define even. Or, changing the perspective, raving lunatics all, caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral, shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
And are we under the impression that's going to be Dor right there, solely because 1988 is when Dor went missing, struck by lightning? I'm presuming that's Dor they're referring to. 100%.
Wake is in custody. How have you been in contact with him?
He leaves me messages in funny places, like the newspaper, books. Once he even wrote to me with a cloud. If it's something really important, he tells me in a dream.
Okay. And what does he say to you with these clouds?
Ways I can help him, how I can stay safe, good dinner recipes, ways to kill Taken, lots of stuff. I've been finding some pages of writing lately too, so he must be working on a new book. Exciting.
Well, Polaris wouldn't... Polaris specifically can counteract the hiss, but that's really about it. It's nothing to do with stopping Saga. I don't even know why that conversation got brought up in chat. There's no motivation for Polaris to do anything to stop Saga. Now, and the reason why it works against the hiss is because it's basically the same physics as a Bose headphones, where if you have a wavelength of a specific amplitude and frequency, and you have another wavelength of the same amplitude and frequency, and they are 180 degrees out of phase and moving in opposite directions, they cancel each other out. That's how the HRAs work.
What happened to Tor just now?
Cynthia took him. Ugh, I knew someone was messing with Tor's head. There's something wrong with the water here. Pipes acting up, black stuff coming out. Cynthia's probably behind that, too.
Does Cynthia have any connection to the cult of the tree?
Oh no, she's way too frail for that. But she used to be this town's best defense against the forces of darkness. Well, after Alan. But I guess it finally got her.
And no, original Tyke, Polaris is not Ahti's mop. I think they were talking about, they're saying symbolically from a literary standpoint, but I don't understand it either, but no. No. Don't get caught up in that, no.
You need to get the residents out of here. It's not safe.
Oh, this kind of stuff rolls right off their backs. They've lived very rich lives. Very resilient. But I already told everyone to wait at the designated muster point on the front porch. We run drills every few months. I'm so proud of them.
I'm impressed by how prepared you are.
We're pretty used to this kind of thing.
Random... Oh, jeez. Sorry. Random thought, guys. So, since we have the idea of overlaps nowadays, we need to start thinking of other things that may potentially overlap with each other. I mentioned in an earlier stream my idea about the foundation of the oldest house and Watery. Now, this House of Dreams, Samantha Wells. So in her attic, she came across a shoebox that was filled with poems and photographs and knickknacks about Thomas Zane. Do you think this attic here, or the writing room, is the same attic that overlaps with the attic in Samantha's house? And if we go off of that, we also have to keep in mind that the entire events of that, there was a episode of Night Springs that detailed the woman buying a haunted house. And Samantha happened to be watching it while she was experiencing the entire situation. Would it be actually kind of cool if one of the episodes of Night Springs that's coming up in the DLC deals with Samantha Wells? Because that would be a wonderful way to bring her in. Anyways, moving on.
You're the one leaving those Alex Casey lunchboxes around, aren't you?
Guilty. They were the only Alan-related containers I could find online. He told me to destroy the taken around town, and I needed some way to stash my gear. I even recruited Mandy May to make knitwork decorations to mark the sites. The stashes are for you, too. You being the hero and all.
Thanks. I already have been.
Well, Jamie D, there was no actual quote-unquote episode that we see in the game. We're talking about a blog spot called This House of Dreams. It's entirely text-based. But Samantha specifically mentioned having a reruns of some old Night Springs episodes going on in the background. One of them detailed basically the exact same situation she was experiencing in that moment. So there's nothing to watch on this. It's just we're aware of its existence.
Wake tells you how to kill Taken?
Oh, sure. You're the hero, so you must know all about it. All you need is a strong light, and then your conventional methods of extreme violence. Simple stuff. The tough part is hiding the bodies.
I honestly don't know how to react to this.
Just doing my part, sister.
I love her so much. She is so much fun. Well, just because he doesn't remember something, Ariette, doesn't mean he didn't do it. I mean, Alan doesn't remember 99.9% of what happens, so... What was this? Tor following Cynthia... And yeah, he probably doesn't remember because it, again, hasn't happened yet. But there's also the hypothesis that it wasn't Alan that called himself at the end of the game, that his own Deus Ex Machina. Because it's the same voice actor, some people have suggested that it was actually Dr. Darling calling him through the phone and talking to him. But who knows about that? That'd be funny as hell if that's the case, though.
Nope. Rose Marigold left these lunchboxes for me. Alan Wake apparently told her to. I guess I owe her one.
Okay. So we're good there, we're good there, we're good there. Let's go ahead and head back inside of the manor. Now for the creepy part. Yeah, the Taken don't disappear this time around, which means you have to hide the bodies, which also suggests that the Taken behave differently. Wow, the audio is being really weird just now.
You all should stay out here a while. Until it's safe.
I'm happy to get out of that house. Isn't it strange that I've lived in Bright Falls my whole life and I can't remember this building?
The house has always been here, Norman. Remember when that poor Nora girl drowned in the bunker? Those Andersons got it so cheap because it's haunted. You get what you pay for.
Again, he's saying, I don't remember this house being here. I've lived here my entire life. And Mandy's like, oh no, it's always been here. What are you talking about? Exactly. Literally right here.
Is there anyone who didn't show up?
A few. Artie, Gil, Cynthia.
If they aren't here by now, then they aren't coming. It's important to be punctual. On that topic, I'd like to point out that our nightly decaf coffee service is almost half an hour behind schedule.
Have any of you noticed anything odd about Ms. Weaver?
Just that Tor won't leave the poor woman alone. That brute wants one thing, and one thing only.
Cynthia's gotten downright bossy. Take a swim in the pond, Norman. Drink some water, Norman. Well, no one tells Norman MacDonald what to do.
Hello there. Are you Pat Maine from the radio?
That's me. And you're the federal agent everyone's been talking about. Would you have time for an interview at some point?
Oh, sorry. I'm kind of in a hurry right now. Love your show, though. Very informative.
Thank you. Never compromise on quality. That's my motto. We'd be happy to have you on the show anytime, me and my listeners.
No, 100%, Draco. The Taken of this game are more human in a certain sense. Because it's less, like in the first game, there are more the twitchings of dead things, like the nervous system still firing after the body, after the person's dead. In this one, they're literally just people who've been taken over.
Odin Anderson stirred in his bed, his vision hazy, smudged. He felt weighted down by an ocean of dark water. Through the haze, he made out Saga. Odin felt useless. He wished he could tell Saga how his silly faces made her smile when she was young. Too young to remember. Odin used to joke that Tor was her grandfather, but he was the Allfather. He smiled at the memory. Odin was the kinder of the Anderson brothers. Tor lacked patience, more volatile. The brothers fought a lot, but they were inseparable. Now Tor was missing, dragged into darkness. Odin could feel it. Time was running out for both of them.
Why does it sound like he's coming from down here? That's just weird.
Mandy May, are you alright? You're bleeding.
Oh, how did that happen?
Oh, no, Mandy May. Oh, no!
Oh, don't be a crybaby, Norman. It's nothing. I just poked my finger knitting this monster of a blanket.
Yeah, no clue. Man, Norman's just gonna hit on her for a little bit more. It's fine. Okay, let's get this all set up. Let's take out 6. We're almost completely out of space over here, though, so there's not much I can do. I don't know, it's just the audio's just not coming in where it should right now. Alright, where we're at. Oh, there is something I can pick up in here though. Yeah, the spot where the audio's coming in is not, it's not where it's supposed to be.
Do you know anything about the cult of the tree?
Yes, yes. He who reaches for a spruce tree will stumble into a juniper. Bloom was one of them. He has kicked empty. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, but I like his shoes.
How did you know Blum was part of the cult?
Oh, Fox never runs out of tricks. He's a crazy man, and he will show his ways. Bloom like to talk.
Yeah, like I've been to this point, he just never does anything. Sure, I'll just hang out here for a little bit. Yeah, Tyler, Bloom is the dead guy in the basement. Yeah, he's implying he's dead, but if we go into the basement, we'll find Bloom's body right there. I can't talk to him some more. There's no more dialogue options. So it's after the power outage? Oh, boy. Yep, like I said, nothing happens here right now. Alright.
Wheeler set up a foundation with the sales of their greatest hits album. He used the cash to build a nursing facility. The old men deserved it. An old manor in Bright Falls. Wheeler hired a contractor to have it refitted as an old folks' care home. At this point, Wheeler felt good about himself. He had a heart of gold. No need to feel guilty. Wheeler left the work to the contractor and returned to New York City. He had done his part. It was time to turn over a new leaf. The contractors figured out Wheeler was gone for good. They took the money and ran. When the fall rains came, the leaks started appearing.
And unfortunately, weirdly enough, guys, I'm coming in after the fact dealing with this exact situation. So I had a customer that I'm working with right now. I'm actually meeting with them tomorrow with the engineer first thing in the morning. And he was took out a loan essentially to build his own permanent house. And the contractor he hired did something similar to this, where they just, one, did it wrong, and two, front-loaded the quote, got the money for the basic stuff, and then basically refused to do the rest. It got kicked off, but he already had the money, and it was a whole huge mess, and I'm dealing with it right now with this property owner. It's an unfortunate situation, but he's probably not going to have enough money to finish the property now.
No use crying in the dark place. What has been has gone. But trouble doesn't look like this. You can go to the basement and check the generator. But look out. You can never know in which tree the devil sits.
The basement. Thanks.
Okay, I'm just gonna, like, after every narrative flag, I'm just gonna come back here, because it seems like no one has consolidated on what it is. And the problem here is, like, Ati's posture tells me there's no further dialogue. Because every character, NPC, I should say, tends to have, like, an adjustment in their, how they're sitting between when they have dialogue options and when they don't. Like a visual tell that they're stopped talking. No, Max, I didn't miss it in the Wellness Center. You can't get the one in the Wellness Center until after you get the key fob. It doesn't spawn until you get the key fob because it's a locked door. Yep. And the thing is, I did this during my first run through too, which is why I'm confused. Okay, so we have the trophy room. So I need to go into Cynthia's room first and then backtrack to get that part of it. So let's do that narrative flag and then go back and try again. It's not, Max. I'm letting you know right now, it's not.
Key fob's no good without power.
Alright. Yeah, he's not going to be doing anything. Let's go to the basement. And here we go. Alright, guys. I'm just gonna do this. Goodbye. Goodbye. And here's Blum right here.
Shit. I need to get the power back on.
Alright, let's do this. Remember, buy more fuses. That is absolutely right. Buy more fuses.
Wheeler used to be the agent of a manic-depressive celebrity writer, Alan Wake. Wake had various addictions on his back, an on-off death wish. Wheeler had seen a thing or two. Wheeler paid a lot of money for a good shrink. Got himself convinced that all the nightmares he'd seen leading up to Wake drowning himself were just his imagination. PTSD. Now we had pills to keep the shadows from his sleep. But the Andersons were something else. The nightmares were starting to creep in again. Or maybe it was the drugs in the air. Wheeler hoped it was the drugs. The Andersons were so old. Vampires. After every gig and the party that followed, took them weeks to bounce back. And they never did completely. Each time Wheeler expected them to croak.
Alright, give me a second. Ban. Company, suspicious spam account. Boom, let's ban that person. Sorry, we got another person in the control Discord that's posting bullshit stuff. Got it. Okay. For some reason, the Discord's getting a lot of spam at the moment. Give me the battery. Give me the battery. Give me the. Oh, come on. This is something they need to fix. Stuff like this. Oh, I guess I'm not getting that battery. No, Draco. This is in the control Discord. I don't think you're a mod. I don't think you can ban things in there. At least I got one battery there. Rose spares fuse. Okay, there we go. Where am I at? There I am. Emmett taken. We don't know who Emmett is. It's the first time, the only time I think we've mentioned them.
Emmett Elwood had had enough. All his life, he'd been surrounded by the same small-minded, impolite, ignorant people in town. Their endless gossip, their nose-picking, chewing food with their mouths open, not washing their hands after visiting the restroom, and touching things. Touching everything. The world was going to hell. He'd watched day after day how all the nice things in life in Bright Falls were spoiled and ruined forever. There would be a just and terrible reckoning. Emmett had imagined many times how he'd make them pay. He had lovingly tended his anger, made it grow hotter. It was out in the open now. Ugly and slobbering, they reached at him with their unwashed hands. He'd beat them down, beat them until they no longer moved. And then he'd wash his hands with a strong antibacterial disinfectant.
Does anyone else think that a lot of these little side stories that don't get further clarification are going to be part of Night Springs? Because I'm starting to get that impression. All the information about Thomas Zane, which may or may not actually be factual.
Cynthia Weaver had always kept her lantern close. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed. Cynthia Weaver hated being old. She'd been a doer, a fighter. Now the bathroom frightened her, afraid she'd break her hip, like Norman. Cynthia had always kept her lantern close, to hold the darkness at bay. "Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it," Cynthia said. "This will put a smile back on your face, my dear," a voice said. A man's voice. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. The light bulb had blown. She meant to replace it days ago. How could she forget? She had slipped getting out of the tub. She lay in the tub now. She lifted her hand. It looked wrong. Too many hands. In a black void with no sense of up or down, she was underwater. A dark shape pushed her down. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed. It came out in bubbles.
I wonder who that voice was in the background there. Okay, let's start off by opening up the shortcut, and then we'll head back. PDX Jake, thank you so much for the donation, buddy. This one's for James McCaffrey. Much love to you. Yeah, that was rough when I got the news the other morning. And it's going to be tough for the entire Remedy community for a while. Because let's be honest, James was Max Payne. That game probably would not have been what it was if it wasn't for his work on it. $273, there we go. Okay, so we do have a battery there. 273 for the fuse, but there is a container I did not open. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess it was just open.
A fuse. Could come in handy.
Guess the game's a little broken still.
There. Power's back on. Is this something they watch on movie night? That looks just like Casey. What the hell is going on?
I have no idea, Carlos, what they're going to do with the Max Payne remakes now. I guess it just comes down to what would we accept, because no matter what, we're not going to be as happy as we otherwise would be.
Shit. Careful, Saga.
Yes, yes, thank you. Give me all the goodies. All the goodies. I'll take you, and I'll take you. And nothing there. And back up. Let's go see Ati again, I guess. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to fight him this time. Let's see if I can get away with not fighting him again. Nah, I'm gonna have to fight him this time. Oh my god, there's more than one!
Restless!
Damn it. I don't think he's gonna come up here.
It was too late. She was underwater. The nightmares were starting to creep in.
I don't need that kind of negativity in my life right now, Cynthia. I'm just saying. And again, no new dialogue. I know, Max. I'm going through every narrative flag just to check, because I'm getting conflicting information, so I'm kind of just ignoring any comments about Ahti right now. Just because it's not helping in any way. I'm going to be checking every single time.
She likes cats.
Really? Bro. Why are you so damn erratic?
Hunting season.
That guy was just being weird. Yeah, after a while, it doesn't help. I have everything fully upgraded, Melissa. Like, I think I have one more thing I have to do on the pistol, but I could be wrong.
It was too late. She was underwater.
Dark Poem number 2. Okay, so that's a new one right there. Lost on the shore between forest and ocean. And of course, this one lines up with the overlap. This is what was written on in the overlap of the Ocean View Room 108. So, okay. We've already looked at that multiple times.
A lantern. Was Cynthia using it for protection?
Yes.
Did she know about the dark presence?
Yes.
A power station. Everyone needs a hobby, I guess. I feel like I'm missing some context here. I'm guessing the woman in this photograph was not Cynthia's favorite. A dam? Was Cynthia into civil engineering?
No, she just lived there.
The dark presence uses people's memories, their fears, to corrupt them.
Okay, let's load some stuff up. Anderson Brothers. Okay. And here we go.
Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming.
Oh, jeez. Crap, I think I lost which one it was. Hold on. Which one was it? God. I wish they didn't undo it. Okay, well, I guess we're not listening to that one, unfortunately. Because I can't find which one it was. Take it easy, Wolf. I mean, pretty sure there's a lot of them with Tom.
Cynthia Weaver smiled. Lost without her lantern? Nonsense. Cynthia felt as giddy as a young girl in love. Cynthia had loved Thomas Zane. Tom only had eyes for Barbara. Barbara was bad news. Tom had seen it in the end. Cynthia had been there to comfort him. And when he left, Cynthia waited. Years of waiting. Now Tom had come back to her.
Oh, that's what I was
Cynthia
just watching.
Weaver smiled. Lost without her lantern?
I think you guys are kind of delayed
Cynthia felt
in
as
chat.
giddy as
You're
a
like
young
20
girl in
seconds
love.
behind me.
Cynthia had loved Thomas Zane. Tom only had eyes for Barbara. Barbara was bad news. Tom had seen it in the end. Cynthia had been there to comfort him. And when he left, Cynthia waited. Years of waiting. Now Tom had come back to her. They'd be together now. See the world. She'd always dreamed of seeing New York. They were there now in a fancy hotel. She drew a bath. She would become like Barbara. No, better. She sank into dark water. Into Tom. Tom had enemies plotting against him. Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming. Anything for Tom.
So the reason why I played it a second time is because it was halfway through and then I saw chat telling me, no, not that one, it's something else. So I stopped it and then it later said, no, it was that one. Again, I'm like 20, 30 seconds ahead of you guys, so whatever you tell me doesn't hit me in real time. Okay, so that's where that's going to be at. But let's stop by Ahti's room again, because I want to do every narrative flag we have. And Max, you don't have to guide me through every flag. I know all the narrative flags in the game. I'll get to it. It's fine. I'm just stopping at his room in every single one of them, because I've played through the game twice already. I've never come across that, even though I do this routine each time. So I'm just going to do it this way. Don't need anything there.
Anger's remorse. This is the one. But it's gone. Cynthia has the record. She will tell me where to find it. Cynthia targeted Tor specifically. Why him?
Deal with the nasty Anderson fellow. His heart was broken. Cancelled. Leaks started appearing. It was too late. Shut her out of her own case.
The dark presence is using Cynthia to keep me from talking to Tor. Cynthia was close to someone named Thomas Zane. Who is he?
Tom was back. Tom had enemies. In a fancy hotel. Just his imagination. The nightmare started to creep in. Cynthia Weaver smiled.
An old flame. Maybe Tom was taken. Where is Anger's remorse now?
Kitty is a young girl in love. A rock and roll cliche. The shadows to come alive. A gift. An on-off death wish.
She has the record. I can get it out of her.
If you say so, I'll do everything in Audie's room. Yeah, like, honestly, it's kind of not improving my mood at the moment, to be honest, guys. There you go. See, it's still there. It's perfectly fine. This is the next place I was going to go as soon as I finished listening to that. It's not the profiling that triggers it, apparently. It's just examining that.
I found an empty record sleeve. Do you know where the record inside went?
Oh, the matter is not my business. Mutta niin, sanotaanko vaikka, että but she who steals a needle steals a nail. Wonders of the modern world. Music captured on vinyl, on tape. What will they come up with next? Mitähän ne vielä keksi? I'm a man of the old union.
Yep, so he sounds like he existed before vinyl was a thing.
There are pieces of George on the floor everywhere. The black stuff. Sedating. Very bad. I need to clean it all away. Perkelekko sotketaan joka paikka. Kuulkaapa nyt, mitä sitä... Mikä paikka
I'll have to
tämä
translate this later.
Ai helvetti soikku. Where am I? Tämä ei ole minun koti. This is not my home. Minä haluan. I want to go home now. What is this place? Ei saatana. Ei saatana. How did I get here? I'm lost. Lost at the sea. No lighthouse anywhere. And the storm is coming. Jumalauta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely gives me the impression that they go in and out.
Anger's remorse. Where is it, Cynthia?
Drowned beneath dark water. Too many hands. The bathroom frightened her. Cut short. She screamed. An old folks care home.
The Anger's remorse record is in Cynthia's room. In her bathtub.
Well, the thing is, I can't really say it's this guy is possessed by the Spiritavati situation, because remember, he was first discovered in the oldest house looking exactly the same back in 64, 65, somewhere around there. And we're a full 60 years later and he hasn't aged. Now, the Anderson brothers, we presume, if we're going to go with the vessel theory, they still age. Which means something different is going on with Ati. The rules have to be different. It can't be the simple, oh, they're just vessels for a god. Because again, 60 years have passed since Ati showed up in the oldest house, and he hasn't aged a day since then. Yeah, vinyl's old. When did vinyl... Hold on, let me look at it. I don't remember when vinyl first got started. So it says like 1950s? 1940s? At least a century? Okay.
Anger's remorse is missing. Who took it?
Our shame becomes the pale horse. Oh, Tor, bro. Tor's love for you is in that song. That's why Cynthia wants it, to ruin him. She made Tor lust after her. We fought one scratching hag years ago. Now he's fallen for another, and we might lose him for good. One less Anderson.
That isn't going to happen. Cynthia has Tor in the overlap. Anger's remorse is the key to get there. I need to make Cynthia reveal its location.
Okay. Alright. As soon as we grab this, we're probably going to speed run everything in the basement because it's frankly getting late and I have work in the morning. I don't know if we want to... Because before we can move back to Alan's, we still need to finish up the basement. We still need to go around and get all the collectibles from all 3 areas. Now that we're going to get the bolt cutters. And then we're going to switch back to Alan and then come back. But I don't have time to do all of that tonight. Cynthia wanted the record toward if it's done anything.
A bathtub, a pond, a lake. There's a theme here.
Okay.
Anger's Remorse by Old Gods of Asgard. I need to play it in the jukebox.
The dark water pressed itself into her.
Okay. Alright, let's go get some good music playing. Oh wait, I think we actually have an enemy here.
Inside out.
Oh, that's not good. I am dead. Apparently those things don't work on her. Apparently flares don't stop her from attacking me like every other type of Taken, which is not cool. No, not the Benikoff TV. It was the VHS tape that Ahti was on. And that's just because they recorded Ahti in the Foundation back in the early 60s. Yeah, that's the completely different thing. Okay, let's go.
The song will show me the way.
Look at the cobweb of my soul on my face forever.
The overlap is at the pond. Fuck. Here we go again.
Let's do this. Alrighty, and then Gone Too Soon. The first time around, we only have one section of text. We have the obit for Nora, who drowned down here. Ocean View, Hotel and Spa. Hence the overlap here.
What are you doing? Help me, please. This isn't real.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, we're not gonna listen to the whole tune, dude. I need to get through this. Because again, I gotta meet with an engineer early in the morning, and it's getting late on my end. And down we go. Hold on. But was Ati discovered there and then recorded, or was he the cause of an AW event in the Foundation and that's how they stopped him? No. There was no AWE and they stopped him. No, there's no even suggestion of that at any point. They just found him there cleaning. Pure and simple.
No power. Can't use the switch.
Okay, we got another one of these guys here. See, that's how it should go every single time.
I need to get the power on to use the switch.
Come on, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. There we go. And time for reality to start acting really weirdly.
The wall just disappeared. The light did that?
The wall, yeah, light does that sometimes. Makes things look really weird.
Closer. Destroy. The only way.
And now we have two things. Nora gone too soon.
It's a loop, like the others.
That it is.
I need to reach the center.
And now we're in the ocean view. The actual one, not
Cynthia.
the drowned one.
She's here. A dead end.
No, when he's saying there's no lighthouse, he's just referring to you're out at sea and there's nothing to guide you back to land. It just means you're lost.
Ugh, back here again.
Hey there, Tyler F. Thank you so much for the donation, buddy. Have a morning coffee. I mean, been enjoying a lot of your stuff lately. Look forward to more videos. Have a good one. Hey, you too. Unfortunately, I can't drink coffee. It literally tweaks me out. Me and caffeine are not the best of friends. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much, buddy.
I keep ending up back here. Why?
I guess, haven't you realized these overlaps act in loops every single time? Oh yeah, that's right. I need to go down a different side path. Sorry. I'm just not paying attention to where I'm going right now. Grab it. Okay, that's it. And there we go, we're back up. Yeah, I'm just wondering when it comes to...
Locked. The key has to be nearby.
When it comes to Ati, how much the story has an effect over him, whether he's like Door that's aware of it, or if he's just inside and out of it. And the second that the page moves on to another page and leaves him behind, whether the Ati, the original one, comes back. There's a lot of different ways to interpret what's going on here. You know what, let's be real, Ati deserves a long vacation. I don't care if it's been 4 years. 4 years seems like a decently length vacation. Could be longer, but that seems fine. And here we go. Oh, shoot. Hey there, A-Tech, dude. Wow, dude, thank you so much for the donation. Like, seriously, you guys are very generous, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you. I love this game, and I love the work you do with the video essays. Keep it up. There's always more to explore. There actually is a ton to explore. I have way too much content to discuss on this series. And this game alone gives me a couple years worth of content. No joke. I'm never gonna be caught with all the ideas that we have to work on. Whoa. There we go. Who needs keys when you have bolt cutters? Give me more of you. And give me... They're really trying to prep you for this fight. Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to open that door right into your head. That was not at all what I was intending to do. I'm not holding the arrows at all, Draco. It's actually a lot... For some reason, whenever I did experiment with that during my first run-through, it was really difficult to aim the crossbow when I was holding it down. I don't know what it was. I just could not get the headshots.
Writing a story.
And we're back for round 3. Rest in peace, Nora. Gone too soon. So now it changed again.
Back again. Gotta go deeper.
At least we have a crack ton of arrows now. There we go. I mean, we'll see when Control 2 finally does come out. We've gotten like, I want to say 4 games in between then and now.
Saga. Can you hear me? It's so dark. Oh, I'm sorry, kiddo. The hag tricked me.
Tor, I'm here. I'm coming.
Yes, Adic. I was still playing on nightmare mode right now. I only have one death, and that's in the Alan section where they don't give you any ammo, essentially, when you're playing him briefly in Saga side of the story.
Dark water.
You took Tor. I'm here to take him back. I need to get the lights on to reach him.
Saga. So damn dark down here. I'm underwater. She's trapped me at the bottom. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Shit!
Now for the slow, tedious path all the way through here. Did I really have 70? I did not have 79 deaths during my first run. That's not true.
Pushed her down. I can't stay in the water. The shadows to come down.
I mean, I technically have only used 2 coffee charms during this run.
The old weaver smile. I heard this coming.
Shit. Where'd she go?
I deserve this. Just leave me here. Into dark water.
She's coming. There must be a way to get the power back on.
Well, you're also missing Project Vanguard, aka Project Kestrel in Master Morden. That's a 4th game.
I gotta get out of the water.
This won't work.
Lots of shotgun ammo. I will accept it.
I can't stay in the water.
The daughter was taken. Is a young girl in love.
Are you missing Kendra? I didn't read that far. I just saw the top parts of it.
Dark water pressed itself into her.
I just saw the top 3. Stop riding my backside, Cynthia. Damn.
Deeper and deeper.
Yeah, it's most likely related to the Keystone EWE, but
hold on.
Just how much we don't know. Okay, I don't think there's anything more. No, there's nothing more right there. Okay. Whew. Let's do this. And for some reason, they refilled this one. Alright. Oh. Let's check and see if there's anything more we can do. I cannot do any more upgrades. Okay, how do I want to approach this? Let's start with this and then go from there. Alright. Wish me luck, everybody.
Dark
Because this fight is a pain in the rear.
Damn thing. Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Come on. Jesus. Heal. I just can't see. Oh, there we go. Oh, you jerk! Get off of me! Pop the pills, pop the pills, pop the pills, pop the pills! I literally can't stay away from her. Dude, I'm literally... Where are you? Okay, let's try to reload real quick. Jesus, how much health does she have? Oh, come on. Pull the flare, pull the flare. There we go.
You again. The FBI. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Where are you? Is this coming from the dark place when you were still trapped? I have the clicker. We can finish this.
Without the clicker, you can help. We must find it.
I already have it. I can get it to you. But I have to understand. Did you write Logan into the story?
Lad's in danger. I need to get back. I'm writing a story. It's the only way.
Then change the story. If this is the past, if this is you still in the dark place, then you can do that, right? You cannot write her in. She's my daughter, goddammit! Logan is in the story. I can get him to change it. I have the clicker. I'll make him change it now. He had no right to do this to Logan. To my family. Tor!
Oh, fucking hell.
Are you okay?
Hey, you took your sweet time to come save your grandpa, huh?
Nice attitude. A family trait?
You're right. Sorry. Thanks for helping out an old bastard like me.
That's my job. Now, I've got some questions for you.
Of course you do, sweetie pie. And I got answers.
Look in the mirror, the cobweb
Alright,
of my
is.
soul, on my face forever. Seek and
Pinch of my skull.
driven by passion, raging like a storm.
Oh yeah, 100%, Robin. Poets of the Fall 100% exists in this universe. I mean, we saw them for the first time in the first Alan Wake. Twice, actually. So Pat Main mentions Poets of the Fall when they play the song War during episode 5 and also during episode 6. Alan was watching the Harry Garrett show and they mentioned Poets of the Fall being there to play. So, yeah, they're already confirmed to be part of this universe. So Zoe here just joined us, and she has a habit of just sitting there scratching at the door nonstop. She'll do it for literally like an hour straight if you don't give it to her demands.
I am nothing but anger's remorse. I am nothing but anger's remorse.
Yeah, and there's the Dark Disquiet Control as well. That's another Poets tune. But the FBC was specifically studying that song, which is kind of weird.
You are my light, the spark inside my soul. Of venom and
You want to know what I find kind of interesting is they kind of mention in this. I'm not sure if they mention it in this or if they mention on the Old Gods of Asgard website. But they had their own band before becoming Old Gods of Asgard, and they weren't getting as much success as they would like. But after they rebranded to be the Old Gods of Asgard is when they started getting the international acclaim. Now, Poets of the Fall just performed their first performance as the Old Gods of Asgard at the Game Awards. So, do you wonder if they're gonna start taking off now that they're mainstream? So that the narrative in the Remedy lore actually reflects real life. Wouldn't that be funny as hell?
but jealousy can break the curse. For in the twilight
Effects of the Dark Place. Dude, you never know. That's the fun thing about this franchise. It's so freaking meta, you can't figure out where the Venn diagram stops. What's the source for that MWK code? I think it might be on their website. Let me pull up the Old Gods website. oldgodsofasgard.com. History, Fearless, the band, discography, history. Anderson Brothers founded the band in 1971. While both had already been professional musicians for several years, their careers had been less than successful, mostly because, as the duo believed, they lacked the formidable stage presence of other more successful bands. In the bid to achieve more popularity, influenced by their Scandinavian heritage, they co-opted the identities of Norse gods, and from there on forward, they renamed themselves the Old Gods of Asgard. Dude, I'm still waiting for my copy of it to come in. I ordered my my copy of the Rebirth album like a couple months ago, and I still haven't received it. I wonder if they just never shipped it, or if my payment didn't go through or something. I don't know. All right, guys. So I am going to skip his dialogue right now. I'm going to go save and end off the stream, and next time we'll restart with talking to Tor. It's under the history section, MWK Cope. Oh no, it's going to make me talk to him. Never mind.
I need to find my way back.
Is it going to make me talk? No, it's going to make me talk to Tor right now. Okay. Never mind. I cannot save at the moment, so let's go ahead and do this.
We need to talk.
Damn right. Lots for me to explain. But not here. The night's got ears. We can have our talk in your head.
It's true.
You
It
have
did
a
change
room
save
there,
and
right?
everything.
How do you know about that?
I'm your grandfather. What don't I know?
That's true. Since we ended the chapter, it did save. Okay, guys. We're going to end this off here and then continue on from here. We're going to do all the collectibles, all the collectathoning for Saga. And it's going to be... We might have to split this up into probably 3 more streams. One for a collectible run, one for all of Alan's final stuff, and then go on from the Scratch fight all the way through the end of the game with the Dark Ocean summoning. I think that's where we're going to have to do it. So next one might be a little bit shorter, but it's all good. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Love you all. I very much appreciate you all hanging out with me this evening, and I will talk to you soon.